Dallas, Texas, and the Texas State Fair. Played here since 1932, these two programs have defined conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. For nearly a century, this venue has stood on the grounds of the Texas State Fair. Glad to have you with us from the Cotton Bowl. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Oklahoma Sooners. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Hollywood with the latest on the weather.
The Sooners head coach told me here in the pregame, one thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. So Oklahoma's offense will go on the attack first. You go back over the history of this rivalry, and there's certainly been close games, but there have also been a large number of blowouts, and we had one last year for the Horns, David.
And I think as a Texas fan, you better understand that, because when you win big the year before, OU is going to come out with their hair on fire, Jesse, ready.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Sooners decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The Longhorns offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here comes Cam Coleman. And what a treat to see a couple of pass catchers like this, each taking their shot to make big plays. Looking for room, it's Smothers. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume. That'll pay off big time and late in the season.
You know, God bless Texas, because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no, they got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance because of those names you just mentioned. We're expecting this running game to be elite.
Going to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get to second and short. And those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a third down.
They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Longhorns are rolling down the field. Arch is going to throw for it. Still looking on the move. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
To the air, it's Manning. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. And this offense is feeling it, and they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
That is a huge play for the offense, but you know the defense is just kicking themselves. They had them set up in second and long, and that was just a short throw. All you got to do is rally to the ball carrier and bring him to the ground. They couldn't get it done. Way too many yards after the catch, and they give up a big one on defense.
Running inside, it's Smothers. There's a little room there. They make the stop. How about that spin move? Turn that into an 8-yard gain.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And tackled there by the defense.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Oh, and he can't hold the catch, and the ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work.
And these plays right here, man, they can spark your team. And the defense has been flying around, but now they make the play. They get home to the... and cause the damage. The ball gets on the turf, they recover, and now set up with great field position.
Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
That's caught. It's Harris. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Gets it to the back. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Mateer looking to scramble. There he goes. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. A little release to the back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. This rivalry has a deep and storied history. Plenty of memorable moments. Here are a few of them. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. See if they go back to the air after that short gain on first down. Trying play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Pocket breaking down. Fires on the move. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Keeps it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, that time on 3rd down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense napping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They forced a negative play, now setting up 4th down.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. Texas calls his campus to 40 acres. This running game might cover 40 acres before it's over.
That would be a heck of a day. I don't know how many yards that would be. That would be a quick conversion. How did your math, Reese, to try to calculate that? But they're having a lot of success, a lot of history with great running backs at the University of Texas, and this guy is having a day.
That's caught. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Oh, and just like they drew it up, put it on the ground, ball on top of it, still get the first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Smothers. Makes a pass to Marker. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Manning. Right down the middle. He makes the catch. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
The Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Run inside. It's Smothers. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Right back to the well. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. To the air, it's Mateer. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Texas! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And he added the extra point. He'll return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start racing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Bringing the heat. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
On third down, here's Robinson. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to the ground game on the left. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. They'll try to run for it. Nice move to keep running. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Harris. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end run.
Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Wants to throw it again, and why not? And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Fires quickly, and they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Takes it from the gun on third down. He wants it all. Touchdown Sooner. Middle of the end zone. He's got it.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. It'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. One more snap coming before halftime. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Hand off for Brown. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Utah taking on the Kansas Jayhawks. And it's the Utes looking to make it 5 straight wins. And they do that, they essentially lock down a postseason spot. Although, I think their goals are far bigger than just that. Now over to your game inside the Cotton Bowl.
The Sooners will kick it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Catching up with the Texas head coach coming out of the locker room. They are going to continue to feed their running back. As you know, there are a lot of high expectations on him to start this game, and he has performed a terrific first half. They are going to get the ball here, and let's see if they continue to go to this running back. He has been a difference maker so far. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll go right back to him. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Making side adjustments here. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. He'll take a deep shot here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Sooner offense returns to the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces the punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Pulls and fires complete.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Handoff to Xavier. And they'll knock him down. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Skips away from pressure. Here comes the heat, and they got him. A 3rd down sack to force the likely punt.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism, his speed, his bend, and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
And the Sooners will send out the punt unit. Makes the grab at the 10. Slips through the line. And there he goes. Touchdown, Longhorn. Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Quarterback run is part of their game plan.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The option look. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
The Sooners will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. Here's the return. He gets a block. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Arch Madness. Grabbed over the middle. It's Townsend. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Man, you see those tight ends catch the football. You're coming up and try to get them on the ground as fast as they can. They're such big athletes, though. You gotta pick your poison. A lot of times you try to go low, and they hurdle you or put that hand down. Nice job by the tight end breaking a tackle and getting some extra yards.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Works his way forward, has enough for the first down. Ball spotted at the 32.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
They go play action with Manning. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
Here's Manning to throw. Going over the top. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Quarterback keep, but nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
He's going to take off. That's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule, but that time he coughed it up. Did a great job of getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Just watching the clock drain away in this one, it's all but in the books. Let's take a look at the top 25, and this game might have an impact on these rankings next week. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Brown again. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
A give to Brown. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. On the delay, it's Brown. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll try to move the stick from Brown. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this field goal attempt might just seal the deal by making it a 3-score game late. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
And he's going to bring it out. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. While they have a look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on 2nd down. Here's a give to Robinson. And he's dragged down. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. There he goes to the right. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on it and more attention to it.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Hand off for Brown. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, Manning. Looking to scramble. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
They'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Motion from the wide receiver. From the shotgun, the inside give.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback moving. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. Got the conversion. It's still going. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. They'll give it on the counter. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Dropping back, it's Mateer.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. He'll throw it. This time he's got his man. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
Got a man. It's Carter. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun. Wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Got it. Into the end zone for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Just over 30 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and they've got to get it to have a shot.
And you're just waiting for that right balance, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Father, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.